Bass.
All bass.
All bass.
All bass.
Just something that'll bang in a Jeep. We just make that fire.
And we make dope stuff, man. Like, we got heat.
How do we approach sound design? Well, depending on what the feel is, we want it to be as authentic as possible. So we explore different textures through guitar pedals, amps, analog gear, whatever gives us the authentic feel and texture. That's what we go for. We go for the top.
And then we start thinking about the type of things that people would want in a stock library. So when you get a program, first thing you're gonna look for is like, what does it sound like, right? Those are the type of sounds that we wanted to attack. So hard drums, hard hitting drums, you know, cool samples, great things with texture, things like that. So that's the process. We feel like Serato kind of left it open-ended for us, which we really appreciate. So we were able to get in our creative bags and kind of do our thing. The content that we've created is a diverse palette, right? It's a diverse selection of sounds, diverse selection of drums, everything from like trap, soul style drums to boom bap to beatbox types things, effects kits. Then we flipped over and provided a lot of instruments. So we have a wide variety of instruments such as like Fender Rhodes, you know, multi-sample Fender Rhodes. So you're getting every key in 3 different velocities of Fender Rhodes from our studios, processed through analog gear such as what Still said, Neve, API. And then we go the extra mile with the processing on these instruments, as well as from our vintage synth collection. So you have multi-samples of vintage synths, you have multi-samples from actual Neve, Fender Rhodes, treated, you know, things like that.
All of our drum machines.
All of our drum machines. So there are a ton of loops ranging from anything like trap, soul, melodic, lo-fi, to I think when you probably break it down, it's probably 500 different loops in there. You know what I mean? So
it's just fire.
All fire. Producing in Serato Studio is, I mean, it's easy, you know. If you're even remotely familiar with Serato Sample, like this will make sense immediately. I think the first impression that I got was that the interface is very clean. It's very easy to see where my samples are. It's very easy to see where samples should go. We're already familiar with Serato Sample. So now the sequencing aspect of it just all blended together kind of makes sense. In 5-10 minutes, man, you're rocking. It's ready to go. So first impressions were like, yo, this is killer. This is absolutely killer.
It's great. It's just integrating the brain of a DJ into production, which is, they go hand in hand.
Facts.
So yeah, it was a perfect marriage. First of all, the patterns, the random pattern generator is an amazing place to start. Because you throw your drum sounds in and it starts to inspire you with these ideas that you probably maybe wouldn't come up with by yourself. And the sound quality of Serato Sample itself, the time stretch algorithm, the ease of use, the pitching, the key finding, all that stuff is there to get all of the process of thinking out of the way, and all you're doing is vibing and making music. And that is what making music is supposed to be about. Catching the vibe at the moment.
The thing I like about it most is I can create sequence arrangements, drag and drop, and export out. And you can do those things very, very quickly. You can do those things with ease. If I need to go back and adjust something, it's a click of a button. And so I think like producers will find that if you're remotely familiar with Sample, even if you're not familiar with Sample, like it's gonna help your production step up. You're gonna get ideas out faster. And I think you'll be much more efficient as a producer.
Man, so 15 minutes with this joint. And I was dancing in the kitchen. So started with this intro, drag my drums in, start sequencing. You don't even need a controller.
Nope.
You could just do it right here on the QWERTY keyboard. And that's how convenient it is. You could be on the train, you could be on your way to school, you could be anywhere, getting coffee and lay down one of your ideas really fast. So started that. Next thing you know, I added another layer of drums. You know what I'm saying? Just get that blood pumping a little bit.
That bounce.
That bounce. And then I was like, man, I gotta put some soul in this. Just chop that sample. You know, just give it a little bit of vibe and ambience. And then break down. And then, so you got that. And then it's real easy to just start organizing a song. You just grab these different sections, start placing it on a timeline, start duplicating, start arranging. And that's what's really dope about this, because the creative process just doesn't stop. It just does. It's not like you have to stop, chop a bunch of audio samples. You just start dragging and dropping while everything's playing. Boom, you got your little arrangement there, and then you can just keep moving. So that's why this is super dope, because you don't have to stop being creative. It just flows. Yeah, this is gonna be fire.
Shout out to Serato.
Shout out to Serato.
It's been a pleasure. Oh, and shout out to Justin Williams, CJ Wheeler, and the squad that also helped with the content back at home, taking care of family things.